Do you want to learn how you can find furniture for cheap or even free that you can turn into beautiful pieces that will fit perfectly in your home or that you can even sell? Then keep watching.
Then she met me at the college. Her friends play my songs and
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel, and here on this channel I do DIY, thrift flip, lifestyle videos, and everything in between. Today, I'm gonna be showing you my process for scouting out new furniture that I wanna flip and how I inspect it in the stores before I take it home and the steps I take to get it ready for the ultimate flipping process. Not every piece of furniture that I buy is something that I'm gonna be using in my home or even something that I plan on selling. Sometimes I just like to flip furniture so I can use some new techniques that I've learned or possibly try a different style. But these are the steps that I go through so I can make sure that whenever I go into flipping a piece, I am starting out on the right foot, because you never wanna bring a piece home and then find out that it just has so much structural damage that you won't even be able to use it. All right, let's get into it. So the first thing I have to decide is where am I gonna look for new pieces of furniture. So my two favorite ways to find furniture are either using Facebook Marketplace or the thrift store. I like Facebook Marketplace because Facebook already has a high amount of users on the platform. If people have things to sell, they will typically think to put it on Facebook Marketplace, so I know I have a chance of getting first dibs on a lot of items. You can filter by price, you can search for specific things, and filter it by location. So I like to put in, depending on what I'm looking for, I'll put in my maximum price. Sometimes I'll put the maximum price I'm willing to pay a bit higher because I know that I can negotiate it down if I need to. I will typically start by searching really broad and just put furniture. And a lot of people also sell their own flipped furniture on here, and so it'll be easy to tell which furniture people are selling to be flipped, because they'll definitely be priced for higher. But I look for, which is why setting the price max is really helpful. So I'm gonna set this at $50, and then I just start scrolling and look for things that pique my interest. So the first thing that catches my eye is, let's see. Also on Facebook Marketplace, there's plenty of free things being offered. So if you're on this site a lot, you can typically see one of the free items before other people do and then go and grab it. Sometimes people will do holds, sometimes they won't, and they'll just put it out on the curb, first come, first serve. But as I scroll, I see this, it says free oak desk and coffee table. So I click on it first to make sure that it is something that's actually free. You're not actually trying to take money for it. And this one says free solid oak desk, oak coffee table, and antique door must be picked up today, so near Benbrook. So then after that is when I start looking at the pictures, and I see if they put enough pictures on here to adequately get a judge for the item. A lot of the times, depending on how far the drive is for me, I will triple check the pictures and message them before I start driving. If it's 30, 45 minutes away, I don't want to get all the way there and then realize it's not anything that I want. So these pictures, it actually looks like a really nice pieces of furniture. I guess I just didn't want them anymore. But once I find something I like, I will save it. And depending on how much I want it, like this free giant piece of furniture, if I really wanted it, I would probably just go and get it now. But one thing you should always do is message the seller and get measurements, especially if you don't have a large vehicle to transport it in. You want to have the measurements of the item. That way you don't get there and then realize it won't fit in your car, because I've definitely done that before and it's no fun. So yeah, looking at the pictures, the description, and getting the measurements are definitely three key things. If you are going to pick up things from Facebook Marketplace, make sure you're safe. You can bring a buddy, have some protection equipment, but just it is meeting people you don't know. So you just have to make sure that you stay safe about it, because that's important. So another place I like to look to find furniture is OfferUp. It's kind of like Facebook Marketplace. On OfferUp, they can do either, it has like a nearby and then a shipping. So if you're nearby, that's things you can go pick up, and then shipping are things that they will ship to you. So I look for nearby and click furniture. And on here, you can also put your maximum price. Like some stores will use this. So I'll put my max price at $50 and then start scrolling. And one thing is On OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace, stores will try to get more views on their product by putting the price as lower. So there are these like huge sections that say $39, but I'm sure when you click on it, it's like $39 down, plus all of this credit. Let's see, it says $39 down payment, which does not really mean that it's $39. And I would like it to not be in this section, but oh well. So, like here, I see this wooden dresser for $20, and it is a decent sized piece of furniture. There's 2 pictures, and so basically what I'm saying is typically I will scroll through these a couple times a day just to see if any unique, free, or really cheap pieces pop up. But these are my 2 favorite ways to find furniture online. The last 2 ways that I like to find furniture is by going to the thrift stores. So if you don't know where the thrift stores are in your city, you can just type in the city and then thrift stores, and Google Map will pull up a couple. You can read the reviews to see if they statistically have a lot of furniture, but that is one way. And the last way is to look up garage sales. So a lot of neighborhoods, cities, towns have Facebook groups dedicated to online garage sales, but in a lot of them, people will post their actual garage sales. That way you can see a picture of the whole garage sale and go by and look for things that you might want to flip. And this also works if you want to do home decor flips or any other kind of thrift flips. You don't just have to go to the thrift store. You can also thrift them from garage sales. So those are my top 4 ways of finding furniture: Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, the thrift store, and garage sales. Sorry, bonus, there is one more way to get furniture I forgot to mention, and that is from friends and family. If you've got friends that are moving and they just want stuff gone, a lot of times people will just throw things away. So if you maybe tell them beforehand or share it on your social media that like, if you've got furniture you're just giving away, let me know and I would love to have it. And that is another way to get maybe more furniture than you probably thought you needed or wanted. Because I've had this room full of furniture that I've gotten for free that I was like, did I need all of this? Did I? No. So it's effective, but be warned, you may get overwhelmed with the furniture options you receive. First thing I do whenever I am about to get a new piece of furniture is I will give it an assessment. So this I normally do either at the thrift store before I buy it, or when I meet someone from, if it's Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp, whenever I meet them before I purchase it, I will give it a quick once over. So for this one, it was marked as is at the thrift store, and the shelves were wrapped with this plastic wrap. I took some of it off, but the top shelves were all wrapped with the plastic wrap. So I was able to slide the bottom one out, and I can see that it has no major structural damage. It's clean. The mechanism it slides on slid fairly well. So that was nice. I could kind of open the top and tell, so the drawers looked nice to me. After that, I check for any major structural damage that I know I'll either not want to put in the timer fix, or I know it just wouldn't be conducive to the project. This table feels like it's very sturdy. None of the supporting beams are loose. So after I do this is when I would typically go ahead and either purchase it or decide to pass on it and bring it home. So once I'm home is when I do the in-depth assessment to kind of figure out what I want to do with it. So first I look at the construction, and it seems like a lot of it is wood and some pieces are MDF covered in a wood veneer. And so that tells me that a wood veneer can be sanded. It just needs to have it can't be sanded too much or else it'll sand through the veneer if I were to stain it. Otherwise, I know that this would be fairly simple to sand and paint if I wanted to go that route. Then I would take this plastic off and look in the drawers. So these drawers look nice. They look fine. I can definitely replace the hardware. They're just simple screws in here. So following this, I would look at things that I would possibly want to remove, like this. It looks like a decorative bar. It doesn't look like it serves a structural purpose. Let me see. I can't even tell. Let's find out. Yeah, this seems like it's just attached on here. So for me, I know I would probably want to remove this piece of wood because I like more simple furniture. I don't necessarily need all of the ornate decorations. So I'll put this back. I'm gonna see the Sharpie marks right here, so that'll either need to be sanded off or just cleaned off. These decorative little circles I can probably take off. Another thing, or another way to make more ornate furniture modern is by removing these boards. So these are normally either glued on or nailed on or screwed on, but they're not essential for the structure of the piece. So this one is actually coming off. I can see it's nailed, so I'm probably just gonna take a hammer and knock this stuff off. Those are my steps whenever it comes to just assessing the piece itself and trying to figure out what I can or will need to physically do to it to get it into the shape that I need it in, so I can then go and make it over and change its style. So the last part of the scouting furniture and assessing process is to then decide what you want to do with it. So you can stain it, paint it, there's really tons of options, but the way I go about this is I first look at the piece of furniture and I think about where I could imagine it. So this desk, for example, is kind of narrow and could also be an entryway table. So if it was for me, I would look at the colors in my home, the metal finishes in my home, and the style I have all around, and then either merge those and create a piece that would fit in, or if I want to have a focal point piece, then I would think about how I'd want that to stand out, whether it's the color or the finish I use, if I add any intricate paintings or designs to it and things like that. Another way to think about it is if you want to sell it, you can think of what's trending right now, what furniture themes are people buying and looking for, using Google Trends or any other way to just identify what people are searching for. You could then make that furniture piece into something that your research has shown that people will buy. So in the next video, I will show you guys what I end up doing to this desk and how I decided to make it over. That is it for this video. As a recap, we went over how to look for furniture, how to assess it before buying, how to assess it when you get home, and then ways to think of ideas of what to do with it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you will be notified for my next upload, which will be this furniture flip that you definitely don't want to miss. Also, please follow me on Instagram. Thank you. All right, that is it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.